Hi, my name is Okunola, and welcome back to my channel. My channel's mission is generational wealth, self growth, and property investment. If you haven't yet subscribed, click the subscribe button at the bottom and be notified when I release a new video. Today's video is about creating wealth. I didn't say get rich quick, but I said creating real wealth. We've seen a crash in the stock market. The last few weeks and months, people have lost 50, 60, 70% of their wealth. So I thought it would be a good idea to release a video defining what is wealth and how to grow your wealth. So let's start with the definition of wealth. What does wealth actually mean? Wealth is the abundance of valuable financial assets or physical possessions which can be converted into a form that can be used for a transaction. So, net worth is the most common way to measure your wealth because it gives a full picture. Net worth looks at your assets, what you own, and your liabilities, your debt, what you owe, and it gives a full picture of someone's wealth. The first thing you should do is understand your financial health, similar to your physical health. If you were training to be in the Olympics, to play some sort of professional sports, the first thing you'll do is understand where you are today in terms of your physical health. That's the same with creating wealth. You need to understand your financial health, where you are today. Now, there's two key ways to do this. One, you look at your income and expenses. And then the second way is looking at your net worth. The reason why you want to look at these two things is really understand where you stand, where your problem lies, so that you can address it. So the first thing we're going to look at is your income and expenses. So if we focus on your income, the aim here is to increase your earning power over the next month, years, and decades. You're really looking to see how can you increase your earning power. So if this is learning new skills so you can get promotion at work, if this leaving your current employer to go to another employer, because typically when you move companies, you see an increase in your salary. If this is starting a side hustle, which will bring in extra income in. Just looking at someone's income doesn't tell you if someone is wealthy because you could be earning 1 million, but it doesn't make a difference if you're spending 2 million. So the next important thing to look at is your expenses. And the aim here is to see how can you reduce or maintain your expenses as your income increases. So this is difficult for people because it means you have to sacrifice. Now, I'm not saying sacrifice so you can live some poor standard of life, but instead to be able to spend on what truly matters to you. So if this is budgeting and understanding, okay, maybe it doesn't make sense for me to eat out and order Uber Eats, Deliveroo every single day. Instead, I'm going to cook at home so that I can actually save that money to either invest or go on holiday in the future. Now, the aim here is, like I said before, not to increase your expenses as you make more money. I remember when I first started off, right? I lived at home, and that's okay. The early sacrifices that you make will put you in a good position so that in the future, you can start to grow your wealth. The second part you should focus on is your net worth. Your net worth, like I said, consists of your assets and your liabilities. When looking at the assets, there's multiple types of assets that you can have, from cash, real estate, stocks, pension, cryptocurrency. So now the key thing here is, depending on your goal, the length in which you want to invest in these assets, your age, your relationship with risk, that would determine which type of asset you should invest in. A lot of people say that the best type of asset to invest in is an income generating asset, such as real estate or stocks where it pays some form of dividends. But those are your assets. And the aim here is, as you have a gap between your income and expenses, so you have a large amount of income, a low amount of expenses, that will leave you a gap. You want to take that money that's left over and invest. Invest in any of those types of assets that I previously mentioned. The next side is your liabilities. The point of these liabilities is, this is the money that you owe. So this could be what I call good debt, such as mortgages, or it could be bad debts, such as high credit card payments or high interest loans, a car note. These are the different types of liabilities that you may own. Now, the aim here is really to have a low amount of bad debt and a low amount of debt with high interest rates. So typically, you don't want to hold on to any sort of debt which is greater than 5% interest or 10% interest. You don't want to carry that. After you understand your financial position, the areas that you're struggling in, if that's your income, not being able to generate more income, if it's your expense, you're spending above your means, or if it's your assets, you don't own enough assets, most of your stuff are in cash and is not generating growth, or it is your debt, you're carrying high credit card loans or high car payments with high interest rates. When you understand your current position and the problem, then you can address it. Over the coming weeks, I'm going to go into detail on the different areas that I've mentioned and how I've been able to generate wealth over the last 10 years. This will hopefully be helpful for you to truly understand where your problem lies and how you can generate wealth. A video that I've already released is around pensions, which I believe is a great foundation for building wealth. So if you haven't yet seen that video, please feel free to click on that video and watch it. And I think it'll be extremely helpful for you and your generational wealth journey. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and come on this journey of financial freedom and generational wealth. Take care and see you next time.